Now, a couple things about our candidates specifically. This is going to be a list of all of the candidates we've received in McHire and their information. So we'll kind of play around with this Brianna test here. This bar down here at the bottom, this send text message and email, anything that you send here is going to go directly to the candidate. So if you want to say something to the candidate specifically, that is where you need to do it. There's quite a bit of information that you can scroll through. The first thing you're always going to see that a candidate goes through is Olivia's questionnaire. This is going to be where she asks for their name, phone number, email address, and all those different things. One thing to note is if a candidate is not 16 years or older based on this question, Olivia will not auto schedule an interview with that individual or send them the full application. It will leave that individual in the candidate complete category, and you will have to manually move them through the system if you are looking for 14 and 15-year-olds. After Olivia takes you through her questionnaire, she should go ahead and send the candidate the full application if they meet our criteria. And that is what she's done here. If that does not happen, you can go ahead and force the full application to be sent directly through this button here. If you click the down arrow, there's a full application, and you can click the send full application button, and it will automatically send our full application to a candidate. After that, Olivia will go ahead and auto schedule this individual for an interview. So for example, you can see here the candidate received a message that gives them 3 options that they can choose from based on Rachel's schedule. Something good to note, as you can see here, anything that you type in this box is going to send directly to the candidate. So be careful with this little bar here. But if you want to write notes about a specific candidate, say you've had a conversation with someone about them, you can write that all in here. You can add a note about this specific candidate, and this is all private. A couple other things to note here in the candidate information is the hire details. As you can see, it will pull up different forms for the candidate. The full application has been sent but not started. Once this is complete, it will give you a PDF link to be able to open and view all of the candidate's information. This is also where you will find their onboarding documents, and you can upload forms here as well. So if there's a certain form that you want to keep on file, say a photocopy of their license, you can add that right here. There's also a box here for their resume. You can specifically either upload their resume if they've given you a copy, or view their resume if they have uploaded it themselves. This button here is going to be where you move them through the process in any way. So this is where you can hard create the circumstance that you want. So for example, you can invite them to an interview if Olivia hasn't already done so. You can also send them an offer, which does populate an auto letter that it sends to that individual that you can specifically put in a pay rate and a start date. I highly recommend you guys use this because this is a good way for Kelly to see exactly what that pay rate for this individual is based on your interview. You can also send the onboarding directly to a candidate through here. You can add them into the hire category, and you can reject candidates. There's a bunch of different reasons why we might have to reject an individual, such as not meeting age requirements or just not eligible for work, or an interview no-show. And another good category to remember is the silver medalist. Basically what this means is that this candidate just doesn't work for us at this time. You can put them here, and then maybe in the future you can revisit this individual if you are looking to hire more people.